think about the future of the women's sports landscape, and kind of reflecting on this report, what piece of analysis stood out to you the most, or was there anything that surprised you in the report when you?
We've always known that we've been ahead of the curve. We've always known that we were in the digital world long before men's sports because we had no choice. It wasn't like as if we were these great futuristic insights of where we had to go. It was more like we were forced into it, and by being forced into it, we just adopted. So I think the greatest information, or the newest information, was quite unique, that says that we were kind of leaders without even knowing it, and it kind of goes back to the simplicity of all women's sports is that we're so innovative as to say, okay, we can't do this, we'll do this. And so when you kind of look at it and go, wow, we were brilliant in the fact of looking into the future and just always finding a path. So it kind of gave us an insight of to say, we're ahead of the game, so let's not go back and try to reinvent the wheel, but let's go where we already are and continue. So I thought that was really quite foresight, looking into the future and saying we're already there.
One of the stats that really stood out to me and has continued to come back to me in the weeks since the report has been released was the one line that was kind of the pipeline of talent for women's professional sports is growing at 6 times the rate of the men's pipeline. That is huge. That's, again, we kind of knew that, but to actually see that number is just astounding. I think it just shows there's so much demand. It shows where the space is going. Just having the actual numbers behind that pipeline and where the demand is coming from is really helpful.
I had an aha moment in reading the report that it was the same thing that wasn't surprising to me, which is fans of women's sports are sophisticated and savvy consumers. And that didn't surprise me, but I think what the report helped do is, again, illustrate how we can be more intentional and different in the different types of customers that we speak to, that we can't obviously treat all customers the same, and we need to be really different and intentional about engaging with a variety of different customers, right? And everybody in marketing these days are expecting it, right? I need customization, personalization, I need you to understand me, those types of things. And I think that's what this report validated, is that for those that lean into it and do that with fans of women's sports, the value is absolutely there. I mean, the most important part of the report to me is just that quote that says we're leaving money on the table. And I truly think we are, right? There's a tremendous audience out there that has actually been scrappy in how they consumed content and got, access to certain things that were hard to find. And so I think that was just the aha moment to me, is, a tremendously valuable audience out there, and we really need to lean into it in different ways, right?